was not what I thought. Okay, that'll do. So,
It is kind of windy today.
refreshers. Does everybody remember what was going on last time?
Why would we need to remember when we have an A+ note taker with us?
I just remember that my ass was being babysat by Vernick.
Let's see. What did we do on last time's episode?
Last week, or last 3 weeks? On Team Buttcamp.
We also have, everything up on the YouTube channel as well, so you can always use that.
But then I would have to hear my own voice, and I'm like, do I want to be bummed out today?
I mean, I think that goes for everyone.
So, Dead Sam's body, we got in trouble because they thought that we killed Sam. And Dead Sam's body was in a place, but then we got in trouble. Was that the same?
That's right. Captain Little Man is doing work, so we don't have to do work because we actually were like, "Hey, this thing is happening." Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing happened exactly like we thought, where Dead Sam's body disappeared, and we have to tell Marvin about it, and we tell Marvin about the Kuatoa, and the one dude, his arm is scaling over like a fish.
Oh yeah, they were gonna like experiment on him.
Edie was gonna jump in the water. Did that actually happen? Oh yeah, Edie jumped in the water, attached to Beardneck's fishing line, and you can see under the boat there's not much out of the ordinary and no Kuatoa, so that's it. I mean, I got a lot written there, but I think that maybe jogs everyone's memory.
Yes.
I
remember.
That about summarizes it. Also, I hope you're not too disappointed. I went and replaced Captain Marvin's icon.
What did he? What?
He's not a gnome anymore.
No, he is a gnome. Just not
He doesn't look like the picture in my notes anymore.
Yeah, he's not a garden gnome anymore. He's.
I like the garden gnome.
I like the garden gnome too.
I made him look like more what he's supposed to look like.
I was like, I hope I don't disappoint everybody, and of course disappoint everybody.
I'm updating our notes, Jess.
It's okay, you can have your own headcanon.
Rip Garden Marvin.
Garden Marvin.
Marvin got a makeover.
Sad face.
Yeah, in the middle of all this chaos, he just stopped to change his clothes and trim his nails.
He needed to be yassified. Even though I think he was already yassified.
He was pretty yassy.
Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we can say that he sleeps with a little red nightcap like one of those hats.
Yeah.
Yes.
It almost makes up for it.
It does.
So, yeah, some of the researchers were going to look at
Fishy boy.
Yeah, the guy whose arm was all fucked up. And see if they could learn anything. And
the guy who was surprisingly not as panicky as he should be for his arm turning into a fish, but you know.
Yes. Thank you, phone. We don't need alerts right now. Shut the hell up.
You're doing that job, man.
Yeah. Uh,
Treat service workers better.
there was just went out of the boat. Didn't find any signs of Kuotonis down there. Was there anything else you wanted to check out? Was there anything you wanted to investigate? Last time you were discussing looking in the crow's nest.
I think we checked the. No, okay. No, we was the. Okay. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't
shut
think we
up.
checked the crow's nest
You did
There's
not.
talk of it. Okay. I'm just gonna shut up.
because we were gonna send the crow up there.
Yeah, I was flopping about begging to go up, but I'm being held by the dragon.
Daddy got a daddy. Sometimes you just need to punish the naughty children.
Oh, now I've been upgraded from a pet to a child. I will take that.
Progress is progress. That said, there's a reason I don't have kids.
They are something else. I can say that I have two.
Oh, you put the sad face next to your comment, Toki.
I did.
That's what I said. Sad face.
B said to do it, so I did
Yeah, exactly. I basically said what was in her heart.
Oh, excuse me. Am I missing something, or are you just talking about the notes?
it. Oh, my notes.
Oh, okay. So is that what you're doing, or what's is there anything else specific you're trying to?
I guess does Bird want to go up and nest?
Yes.
Okay, Bird can
Like-
go up and nest.
Bird is dying to get up into the crow's nest.
Should Viernick just help him along and give him a nice good old chuck? Good old swing up there, good old throw. Bird get to fly.
Bird would be down for that.
I guess. All right. He sort of just like attaches how he does it is probably he attaches like a rope to the bird, and then just starts swinging him around like a hook, and then throws him up there. And yeah,
Idiot me. Looking at the wrong screen trying to do things. Way to go, Alex.
so Bird is thrown up to nest.
Make
A
it'll just be a athletics check, I think.
Oh wait, for me or for?
Well, you're. I mean, yeah. Who's doing it?
Sorry for Vernick. Vernick doing the throwing.
Oh shit.
You're gonna throw me off the damn boat.
Oh no, he can aim up still. It's just how hard it is. In this case, it might be too hard, and you just kind of get lodged beak first in the bottom of it, like an arrow, like thunk. Athletic would be 3, so it'd be 5 total.
5. Okay.
Which is not ideal.
No, it's not. So yeah, Cat has built some momentum and just kind of and into the side of the
Phoenix just goes, whoops.
Cat Hiss is slowly sliding down this sail that's billowed out.
Are the wings outstretched?
Oh yeah, wings are outstretched, panic grabbing. Am I anywhere near, or am I just gonna have to fall down and try again?
Well, you try and use acrobatics to kind of catch yourself and maybe grab some of the folds of the sail.
Okay. So my acrobatics is 5. Oh, I'm not doing so good, so I have an 8.
You're sliding down, you're gonna drop.
I'd better land on the dragon or I'm gonna huff.
Are you doing anything about that, Bee?
Oh, Vernick Vernick just doesn't move and just kind of outstretches his hands a little bit.
Okay, so you're just kind of standing there and seeing if you manage to catch Cat Hiss?
Yes.
Alright.
Doesn't move from the spot, just like outreaches his hands.
Make a dexterity check.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's somewhat better. Dexterity is...
It's good enough. You managed to catch the bird.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I was just trying to see how that was going to play out if you're not moving. So I rolled percentile, and you managed to get a flat 90, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's pretty damn good, sure. So...
I mean, you know, incredible aim in one way or another.
The aim needs to be up.
Should we try that again?
Oh, sure.
Really?
I'm not dead. Let's try it.
Alright, we're gonna tosses them up again.
Okay, another athletics check, yep.
That is a 9.
Damn it!
Okay, with go ahead and make an acrobatics check, Cat Hiss.
Okay.
Phoenix like whoops again.
I got a 10.
Good enough. Maybe a little bit rougher than you would like. You managed to catch yourself this time on the actual top of the arms coming out that support the sail, whatever those are fucking called. But you're definitely not at the top. There is of course a ladder there that you can scramble to and haul yourself up the rest of the way.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Okay.
Right, so I'm assuming, since I'm up here, I'm assuming I need to do like an observation check.
You actually don't. There's there's not much space up there. You don't really see anything of note other than one of the other sailors who has a little bit of like fish face going on one side.
Ah!
Oh, we probably should also point that out.
I will yell down that there is a fishman up here that has half a fish face.
He's like, it's embarrassing. Thanks for letting everyone know.
No problem. I'm happy to help.
I guess that we let the captain know. There's a second guy.
Okay. So, all right.
The bird would be staring in shock mostly. So, wait, do I still have a cord wrapped around me?
Yeah, you would.
Oh, good lord, I still have a leash. Okay.
I mean, unless you bothered to, untie it before you climbed the rest of the way up.
It's double knotted. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Damn it! Can I get the fishman to come down with me? Do you go to the captain?
I mean, the captain could order him to come down because he's the captain.
You can ask him to go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Waity please.
What is my persuasion again? It's a 2, so that's not the best. So I got like an 8.
What's this weird bird talking to me about?
Well, I'm not the best talker.
He's like, I don't see why I have to do what you ask. Mean.
You're not my dad.
I'm gonna bite him.
How about you grab onto him and Vernick pulls you down with the rope?
Perfect. That actually is very much so up my alley.
All right.
I will latch on to the sailor and pull on my rope, letting Vernick know that I want to come down.
All right.
Please fucking catch me.
Vernick pulls them both down and out stretches his hands again.
Okay, so you're gonna yank on the rope.
Uh-huh.
Pull really hard.
He's strong. He's a big boy. He should just have some natural strongness.
Drunkenness.
Oh my god.
What do I roll for this?
Oh, do I need to roll something to make sure that I'm staying a hold of the sailor as I am yanked?
I'm needing to look something up. Hold on.
Okay, sorry. I just thought about that.
Sorry.
I don't know if you realize, but the average crow's nest is about 100 feet in the air.
They're tall.
Dead.
So this would be a bad idea. Is what you're saying?
Are you sure you still want to do this? Because, this is not a 20-foot drop. This is not a 40-foot drop. This is a 100-foot drop.
Okay. New plan. How about we do a pulley system where Cat Hiss just hangs on to him, and then Vernick just kind of lowers the rope like a pull or upward motion, and lowers them like if it's a pulley. Does that make sense? Your face says it doesn't make sense. I
I'm
see
not
your face,
following. I'm sorry. No. I do not understand.
Like they hit like the rope is long enough to where he could just and it's over the railing and because their gravity will make them pull down, and he's oh, words are hard, man. Like, you know what, like a pulley, except the pulley is the railing of the crow's nest.
So you need
Look,
like,
sir.
are you trying to do like 200 feet of rope, basically?
Yes. Do we have? Okay, maybe that's also not.
So how long of a leash do you have me on?
So as long as it needs to be.
What if your neck does a pulley thing, and like not a pulley thing, but like it just pulls them, and can I catch them with my tentacles or no?
I mean, there's a chance, but if it doesn't work, then
Dead fish. I got it.
not necessarily, but it'll, in the very least, it'll be a lot of hurt.
Fine. Okay. How about just then we just tell the captain, like, hey, we got Fishman, the sequel up here, and then the captain could just order him to get down.
I'm going to slowly tug on my rope because I don't want whatever down below yanking me out of this thing. And I'm gonna sit my happy little ass up here with the fish boy.
Okay.
I'm high. It's part of my thing. I don't like to come down if I'm up high.
Oh, okay. So you tell Vernick then to just like alert the captain you want to stay up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I'm in one spot.
Yeah, there's nothing to steal up there.
All right.
There's a fish man up here. I can go through his pockets.
Unless there's like, the hearts of the lady seagulls that are circling it.
Okay, so Cat Hiss is going to chill in the crow's nest for a while.
Yes.
And Vernick, you're alerting the captain?
Yes.
All right. So you let Marvin know what's going on.
Yes.
And he doesn't exactly blow it off, but he's like, okay. I mean, like, I know there have been other guys who've been having issues with odd growths, quote unquote, around the ship. But okay, we'll keep it in mind.
Less odd growth and more like actual fish face. Like you might want to consider getting an aquarium. Fish face.
You say consider getting an aquarium. He like looks at his window and goes at the ocean.
I mean, if you want to do that too, I guess.
Let's see here. He's not exactly frustrated, but he is like
perturbed.
Yeah, he's exasperated. Let's see here. Last time around, the body vanished. You had a little pep talk with him about what's going on. They confirmed a bunch of the cargo. And, yeah, because there was kind of like an interrogation of
the scientists,
the researchers, and the inventory. He kind of ruffles the hair on the back of his head, and sorry, I just kind of had a moment here. He goes, okay, we've been having certain issues, people complaining about, some of this, the changes they've been dealing with. I forget. Was there anybody who was like not a medical professional?
Vernick's a healer, kind of.
Is kind of. That's his whole thing.
Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking more like herbalist than like healer. Sorry.
He's a hermit, so that's his profession. So he's kind of like, he's a cleric. He's a cleric who specializes in healing and all that. But like, hermit background kind of makes you a jack in all trades as far as that stuff goes.
Oh, okay. That's ignorance on my part. Sorry.
I mean, we never really got into a big like description of what he was, right?
I mean,
as far as like technically the rest of the group would know, because it was essentially like Hoodwink left, Vernick showed up and said like, "Yep, I'm here at Hoodwink's request," and that was mostly it, if I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
So, mistakes or misunderstandings like that would actually be like, I guess, canon to the game. So Marvin says, all right, if you were to take another one of the researchers and start cataloging everyone else who's been dealing with these symptoms and trying to find out if there's a pattern or get some answers
correlation.
From that. Yeah. Would you be interested in that?
Vernick just shrugs his shoulder. Sure.
Okay.
Are they just like going around the place, or is there like a place that people are like a room that they're going to bring people to?
Oh, he just means like going around the ship.
And talking to people?
Yeah.
Alright. So he does. I guess. Is it we're just focusing on the researchers, though, right? Or are we doing this with everybody?
Oh, no. He wants to take one of the researchers essentially to be like somebody to give you feedback on that, or to be for you to assist each other.
So I'm going with a researcher, and we're interrogating everybody on the boat.
Not interrogating, essentially just going through the crew and seeing like who.
Who's fished up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's looking fishy?
Yeah.
Did we lose?
Yeah, somebody's gone. Oh, it's Raven. Raven?
I'm gone?
You're not in Roll20 anymore.
It says I am.
She's on my
Oh,
end.
now you are. You just
there you
pop
are.
back in.
Oh, sorry.
Weird.
It's
I
okay.
said again.
Roll20 being sus.
Roll20 has
I
the
just
dirt.
being quiet and listening.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It was your icon literally disappeared from Roll20. That's why I had this moment of wait, what?
I'm being sneaky.
All right, so he's basically going to be a medical examiner with a researcher. Does Marvin want him to go? Does he want to go check up on everyone one by one, or can he like stay in one place and people come to him and he can give them a physical or something like that? Like, how does he want to conduct this?
I mean, it can be. Fuck it. Boom. There we go. Researcher. We'll just magic him. Come here, researcher. Okay.
Got some back problems.
He's
I
supposed
know it's be top down. I get it, but still, he looks like a little Igor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. So
Do you have any other researchers?
what? You don't want to work with Igor? Does his posture make you uncomfortable? I mean, technically, it's not like you look any different walking down the hallways in this thing.
Fair point.
Okay.
I guess okay. So I guess they're gonna go walk down the hallways and they're just gonna check all the rooms and give everybody a look through. Is that what you're planning? Is that what you what Marvin wants to do?
Well, basically, like anybody who's not on the deck or on duty right now is just down in the where the hammocks are.
Okay. I guess. All right. So I guess Virnik and Igor go head down. I think Virnik grabs Brig because.
I was literally gonna say, "Can I come with you?" Because I really don't like being up here.
He grabs Brig because with her little paper bag hat that she was using as a fedora for her detective delusions.
Yeah.
I forgot I was a detective.
You did a whole like sepia tone, but it's all in Brig's confused head.
Yeah.
And then I shared the poop dick video in the.
Yeah. Yes.
Did anybody get to watch that?
I think so. I'll have to watch it again because I don't remember. But
it was a long. It was a
while ago. It was a while ago. Yeah.
Oh, if you watched it, I think you would remember.
Oh, okay.
Suddenly, just somebody going the same thing, full color. Everything turns sepia. I have to solve the mystery of who pooped my pants.
I do love that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. I guess they're just gonna go around and do that. I guess just so that everybody's on track of what they're doing. What is Edie and Cathis doing?
So it's still up in the crow's nest.
Yeah, I'm up in the crow's nest.
Does Edie just want to be does Virnik just hand the rope that's still kind of the leash that's still dropping down from the crow's nest to Edie? He's here.
Sure.
And pats her hand. I pass it off to you.
There's just a rope running down across the deck
Yes.
into the captain's quarters.
Yes.
The back out.
Yeah.
The pile of,
Yeah.
of rope on the deck.
I pass this terrible responsibility onto you. Pats her hand and leaves. Edie suddenly became. The torch has been passed to Edie. Congratulations.
I roll my eyes and start gathering up the rope.
Edie is now bird sitter.
Like Chaos Crow.
A what?
Chaos Crow.
Is taking it out. Technically, it's a leash. Technically, she's taking it out for walkies.
So Vernick, Brig, and the alchemist, the researcher, use an alchemist token, because that was the only thing that would work. Other than that, the only image results I got for researcher were in the all search. It was generic, stock photos of scientists in a lab mixing test tubes, and it was no. So you're down there. You start looking over the crew. and some are worse than others.
Some's like drops their pants and kind of moons them like, got this on my bum.
And it's a tail.
Vernick looks a little like.
Doc, I got a problem with my junk. And drops pants. It's gone.
Unfortunate.
It's green.
So I guess
Everybody's becoming mermaids in a way.
Vernick, give me both a medicine and a nature check.
Medicine. Oh, Jesus.
That is
One in a million. Okay. Not 1 in a million, but still. Low odds.
1 in 400.
Yeah. Alright. Medicine is 5, so that would be 16. And nature is 1, so that would be 12.
16, 12. Okay.
I mean, not horrible, but
No, not
above the 50, above the half.
Yeah, you're above the halfway.
Passing grade.
Yeah. Okay. So, you can tell that, very slowly what is happening on an individual basis is it is spreading, not as in a contagion, but as in, it seems to be something that is, like very slowly creeping across their body. Other than that, you're not quite sure what's going on.
Now, is anything happening to us in our group? Like, has anyone noticed a little bit of extra scalies that wasn't there before?
No. The only symptoms that you have been experiencing have been nightmares.
Okay. So, basically... And it's basically... It starts in a spot and it spreads on them, right?
Generally speaking, yes. There are a couple of people, or there's a few, where it's been like 2 or 3 spots, but it continues to like grow out from that point.
Okay. But he can't see the source of what's causing it.
No.
Can he do a detect magic to see if there's any magical stuff going on with the transformations?
Yes, you can.
All right, he does that.
So yeah, you can see a very like it isn't the way that most magic things give off an aura. It is the parts of their body that are afflicted have a faint glow to them, but whereas anything else that's magic has kind of like an aura to it, this is like an opaqueness to all the parts that are afflicted.
Oh,
but it's
like an X-ray, but it's solid parts.
Yeah, and it's it isn't as bright as a normal detect magic spell would give off, but it is it is much softer, but it is opaque. And then like as you look around, some of the other people that are afflicted with this, it isn't just the parts that are afflicted. You start to notice little lines running through their body. It's their circulatory system.
Ooh,
that's circulatory is blood, right?
Yes.
Or is that nerves? Okay, blood. So it's in their blood. So it's a blood thing.
It is very faint. Like when you're looking at it up close, almost like looking at the hand, the illumination, it isn't apparent. But when they're at a distance, and you see like a full figure standing there, you can see clearly in the outline of it these very faint lines running through the arms and the legs and around the body, and around in the chest. It's this faint magical glow that is.
All right. So going back to the guy who cut his hand open, is it something that's getting into the bloodstream? So Virnik asks these people who have been afflicted, have you recently cut yourself, poked yourself, draw blood recently?
There are a few who are like, yeah, I may have been like injured here or there, but most of them no. The researcher who's with you, he very cautiously kind of taps you on the side. You can tell he's kind of intimidated by you. And
Sexually intimidated? No.
you are a big lizard man. He's not used to somebody of this size or of this type.
Virnik leers over to him.
And he asks, so, I mean, well, I guess the first question would be, have you shared this information with him?
So, I guess, I don't know. Do we trust the researchers? I guess, in this sense, yes. He does say it.
You do, okay.
Yes.
So, sorry, I just assumed that you would, but I wanted to specify first. So, he says, I have an idea. How long does your detect magic last for?
That's a question. Give me a second here. Detect magic. First level. For the duration, sense presence. Oh, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay. So, he says, I have an idea. But we need somebody who's been awake longer. Can you come with me up to the deck?
Nick nods and follows him.
All right.
Not again.
Puts the bag over Briggs' head, picks her up.
Drag the dwarf outside. Okay.
That isn't that a drag. It's more like under the arm, like somehow
sack of potatoes.
Like somehow hold their little dog, by the chest, kind of like.
Your Nick is just collecting pets left and right.
He does that. He's a gruff old guy, but he's just like, you're under my charge, and I'm gonna look after you.
I didn't mean literally drag, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you stick Brig in the captain's cabin again, or are you just like keeping her out on deck with a bag over her head?
Where does Brig want to be?
I don't know. She does not want to be on the deck, but she's too scared to really make a decision. Like, if you're like, where you want to go, you're like, I just don't want to be here anymore. So
I guess
you'll have to figure out where you're gonna put her.
I guess maybe he'll leave her by the stairs from going up, so she could still be below deck.
So just like standing like at the top of the stairs, like looking out.
The bottom of the stairs.
I'm at the bottom of the stairs. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
There you go.
All right. So, the researcher, he goes over one of the crew members who's working on the deck. He's like, "Pardon me a minute, sir." And the guy's like, "What?" And he takes the guy and goes, "Okay, stand here." And he's looking at you, and he turns the guy sideways. And he says, "In the chest, what do you see?" And you can see that there's faint blue in a lot of the circulatory system, but there's also this faint blue glow coming from an area in the middle of the chest, not the middle of the chest, not the literal middle, coming from the chest a little bit back towards the center at the bottom of the rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
It's his stomach.
It is something they're eating.
Ooh.
Are they eating the eggs? I thought I asked that, and they said they weren't doing that. So they're eating something. Shit, are they eating the eggs? But I thought I asked that at one point. It says no, that's impossible. They're not doing that. But unless that is true, but they are eating something else that's in the food, and they're not realizing it.
What if they don't realize they're eating eggs?
All right.
Somebody else is feeding them eggs. Who cooks here? Wait, I'm not up there. Sorry. Bye.
Well, you can shout. It'd be like,
With your keen bird ears.
that's Toki.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm still hiding. I'm enjoying the view. I am watching people run about and do their thing.
I
guess
guarantee Brig did not hear that conversation. She's hiding by the stairs. So,
Our brave, fearless warrior.
you know,
so,
any other time when water is involved, you got a problem.
how does she take baths? How does she shower?
It's not that kind of water. It's the open water. I can't
All
swim.
water is water. All water is water.
No, it's not. I can't swim.
All right. Well, I guess they report that they report their findings to Marvin, saying that it's something that they're eating.
Okay.
So who's in charge of food around here?
He's like, well, you know, we have two different cooks that work the galley. We have one in the morning and one in the evening.
Bring them both out. Whoever is doing this wouldn't be doing it to themselves. So whose stomach isn't blue?
Ooh, that's smart.
Ours.
Bring him out. Who's got the blue tum-tums? Who's been smurfing it up? Who's been gargameling it up, I guess I should say. Because Gargamel wants to eat the Smurfs.
Yes.
I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, you know, blue usually means blue raspberry, and that's a pretty nice flavor.
I think it's okay.
God damn it, sorry.
You're fine?
Oh, did nobody hear that?
I heard a ding, but nothing else.
I heard it.
You heard it? Okay. Sorry. My phone alarm went off to tell me that midgets need to be in bed.
Okay. You need to go do that, or...
No. The husband is on that job.
Okay.
I always have the alarm on because I am so scatterbrained that it just won't happen. So, the alarm forever stays on because of my brain.
That's fair enough.
I tried to silence it before the game, and tonight I failed, so I apologize.
That's
No
fine.
worries. Or just okay. Bring out the chefs.
Okay, so they send one of the crewmates down, and they bring the cooks up. One of the cooks looks fishy, the other does not.
Oh boy. Okay.
Dun,
Well,
dun, dun.
that narrows it down.
Except both of them
Have blue stomachs.
Yes.
Okay. So probably wouldn't be neither of them. Should we just go around and look or see who's got blue stomachs? I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right.
Now we are at almost an hour. Do we want to take a quick break?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I need some water.
It's
from
piddling
all the
time.
Talking.
I mean, I already went, but I'm okay. So yes. Go on.
All right. Then we will be back. Are we good to go?
I'm good.
While I was... Oh, I need to look something up. Just a moment. I almost forgot.
Maybe. I guess we should ask the chefs if they've been showing the eggs. Like, have you been using these to cook with?
Or just ask them if there's anything new. Oh, am I allowed to say give a 2 cents in on this since I'm still up in the crow's nest?
You know, you can. You're still a player, so I guess you can like give your.
I mean, technically you wouldn't know, but I don't really mind.
I mean, it's like we gotta do a whole rigmarole just for you to tell our characters something you can already just tell us now. Yeah.
Honestly, I would see if they picked up anything new.
I would ask. I would that, or even just ask. Just show him the egg. Like, hey, have you been cooking with this, you dumb fucks?
Yeah, except for I have the egg.
Have you been using the eggs in storage to cook with?
They have not seen the eggs before.
Okay.
And they there's nothing out of the ordinary.
All right, just covering bases.
That said, I did realize during the break, because of the nature of your spell.
Detect magic?
Yes. And
okay.
The posture problems that Vernick regularly deals with below deck.
Are you gonna nuke me?
At some point, you realized, or you would have realized, I guess now we'll say it just suddenly like occurs to him. Basically, the entire underside of the boat is glowing blue.
Bitch. I guess the ship ate something bad too. All right. I guess I asked the captain, is there a below deck?
He says, "Well, you have like the bulk cargo hold.
Anything below that?"
No, but I mean, the cargo hold is the lowest deck below the crew's quarters.
All right.
Is that where we keep the drinking water?
No. It's the deck below, basically where all the hammocks are.
Got it.
Like the entire, like, because Edie already looked at under the ship, so This would have to be like.
Yeah, but I didn't detect magic or anything.
I know, but you
Edie
would
swam under the deck. She did under the boat.
I know. It has to be inside the ship because she did look underneath the ship. It still has to be inside the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, I don't know how. I'm not a shipist. A ship-niger or whatever you call them. But let me here. Oh wait, I can't. I want to try to draw something, but where's Roll20? Did Roll20 crash on me? Wait, no. Here it is. Okay. Can you see this? No, you cannot see this.
I can.
Oh, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So this is the shape of the ship. It's like a cross section, like a middle cross section, and the floors. Wouldn't there be like? Isn't there like a floor? I have no idea what I can't see anything I'm doing here. Wouldn't there be a like there's a floor where it's the bottom curvy part of the ship?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
Is that the lowest deck?
Yes.
Is that the lowest deck he's talking about? Okay.
Yes.
So then let's go down there. Let's do it.
Okay. The captain gives you a key. And he says, you are going to need this to open the hold.
Oh, you don't have to lockpick it?
I mean, you could, but this will be easier.
There.
Okay. Sorry, bird. Still don't need you.
I'm happy in my crow's nest.
Okay, they head down.
Okay.
Brick can come too for this, I bet, right?
I mean,
Yeah, I can't see the water.
Right.
Are you bringing the
on the other sides of the wood?
Am I bringing
the researcher with you?
Yes, researchers with me. How would I guess if you're gonna guess, how would you know that it's their stomach that's effective? Like researchers suddenly. I know, but how would the researcher know to look at the stomach? To look sideways? How would he know that?
Well,
like, do I have to be sus of the researcher? Is my take here? Do I have to be sussy of the researcher?
he knows anatomy, and he knows like what you were describing, and when you mentioned seeing a lot of blue around the middle of the torso.
Okay.
That's when he was like, wait a minute, I want to check the other guys, because they would the ones who are like, everybody who's below deck right now are the ones who are either haven't been feeling well, haven't been sleeping well, or were on the night shift. But the guys who are above deck are the ones who took the day shift, so they would have eaten more recently.
Okay. So, interesting. Okay, so they head down.
Would you guys be mad if I stepped away for a second? You guys keep playing. I'll just hang out on the top with
the rope.
Still in the crow's neck.
With the leash.
Yeah, with the leash. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
No problem.
I apologize. I just sneezed really loudly. Did I catch that with my mute button in time?
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure if I clicked it in time. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
You're okay. So yeah, you had down to the cruise deck, and there's basically this large iron kind of plate that's reinforced, that's on slide rails, and you unlock it and you slide it back, and there are stairs that go down.
We're going deeper underground. There's too much panic in this town. So they go down.
And
Drum roll.
give me a moment here. Excuse me.
Oh.
Snippy, snip, snippy.
The lower level of the cargo hold is absolutely filled with these things.
Ooh.
So and these are the same eggs that were in storage above deck, in storage containers, right? Those are
Yes.
the same eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Jiminy. All right. Is there anyone in here? Like anything in here?
There is nothing else in here. But the researcher stops for a moment and he sees it and he kind of is taken aback and he's like, I had no clue this shit was down here.
Alright, well somebody had to. Somebody had to know a clue. Who is in charge of your operation?
Let's see here.
Is there an egg layer on board?
That's what I was wondering.
Actually, no, I don't want it right there. His name is Fred Castor, and he's one of the guys who is currently examining the dude with the fishy arm.
Would he know about this?
He says, I don't know. I mean, like, it was our impression that the only things we brought on board were in the crates and barrels, but maybe.
All right, let's go see him.
Okay.
Fred Castor.
Mm-hmm.
Like Castor and Pollux? Or Castor like magic? Or Castor like fish? Castor like fish!
It is spelled Castor.
I mean, you know, hey. Hey, it all leads in. It all points to fish.
So I'll just throw down another alchemist, except this one is red. He's over here examining that sailor.
Phoenix says, do you know about all the eggs?
And he's like, yeah, sure, what do you want to know about him?
No, you don't understand. Vernick leans into him like, do you know about all those eggs?
And he goes, sure, what do you want to know about them?
Why are there so many?
I mean, like, we need them for research.
Why are they all there at the bottom of the ship?
Then he's confused, and he's like, no.
Vernick picks him up and carries him to the to the place.
Yes.
All the eggs, he says.
He's in the middle of, like, working on this guy's arm as you're talking to him, so as you pick him up, like, he just kind of panics and, like, has some tools and stretches the guy's arm. He's just like, ah! And then he drops him as you, like, haul them away. And you show him all the
all the eggs.
Yeah. Kuotoa eggs at the bottom, and he just has this moment of, like, what the fuck?
So you didn't know about all the eggs?
No, why would we bother packing them up in barrels and crates if we had this much down here?
then who do you think would have done this? Who they had to come from somewhere.
He's like, that. Obviously, I don't know.
He puts him down and pinches his brow. The door was locked. Ooh, is this the only key?
When you say pinches his brow, do you mean like he literally grabs the guy and just like grabs him?
No. Vernick pinches his brow like he's exhausted, like that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
imagine you just go like and grab this guy across the forehead. Like, I mean, most of the time people go for the ear, but maybe that's a. I mean, the fucking Dragonborn wouldn't have them. So, no, he says we don't have access down here.
All right. I mean, it feels like a lot of back and forth, but I guess the only person to talk to would be Marvin again and ask if anyone else has access to that space.
Brick has a question.
Mm-hmm.
So the researchers are using the Kuo-toa eggs, so they would be familiar with how like Kuo-toa reproduce and such.
Yeah.
Like they would be very familiar with the Kuo-toas. Are they able to tell us anything about like Kuo-toas themselves? Like, do they have like shape-shifting abilities, like to change their forms, or like
someone's being
like how do they reproduce? Sorry, that was my alarm.
That's fine.
Haha, not me this time.
Is that something that they would know?
Yes. Because they use this in their research, they are well versed in how Kuo-toa function and their biology and everything. Because it is imperative that whatever they do wherever they use this, you can't actually have Kuo-toa nearby. If they do, this is like almost the equivalent of bringing I don't know, like an invasive species to an area, or a match near kerosene or something like that.
Okay, I think I recall us talking about that now.
Yeah,
when we first found the eggs.
Yeah, I don't remember who made the check that there was something that they were familiar with a good portion of like Kuo-toa and their lore. Essentially, they they have to know about them in order to safely use the eggs, to kind of like probe barriers of reality in certain areas. They reproduce by the way that most animals do. It's only when they are in large numbers and they start to interact with others, or the eggs get threatened or damaged, that they have like the properties of building a god figure. When they're kind of like left on their own, that doesn't normally happen. And they do not have any sort of shape-shifting capability.
Okay, so nobody's pretending to be nobody's pretending to be a non-fish when they are in fact a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, so they go see Marvin, and they ask him, does anybody else have access to that space? Is this the only key to this area?
Okay. So you and the, I'm guessing head alchemists are the ones who are heading up there?
Yes.
Okay.
Brick and watch the eggs. Make sure they don't do anything fishy.
I was gonna say maybe I could watch that sailor that was being worked on.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll chill with him. You like working on the boat?
Mondays, am I right? It's Thursday.
Monday.
But for now, it's officially scheduled 2 weeks out, and we will continue from there. All right?